I'm Brian Bailey, and today we'll be performing an air system check. First thing you're going to do is chalk the tires and make sure they're already chalked. Then you're going to bleed all the air out of the system, and we're going to go in the truck and do the build up. First thing you're going to do is crank the truck up, but you got to time it from 0, and it's got to go all the way up to 85 psi in 45 seconds, 85 to 100 psi. So. Gotta kind of go at a fast idle. Seconds and it hasn't hit 85 psi, so now we're going to go ahead and complete it. That was the governor cutout. Pretty much what that does is the governor tells the compressor that it needs to stop pumping air, and tells it when to come back on, and pretty much the cutout. Now we're gonna do the cut-in test. Pretty much just hit the brakes, get air out. It should be within difference should be within 30 psi. So. Alright, now we're going to turn the key off and time for 2 minutes. The system shouldn't lose over 4 pounds of air in 2 minutes, so we're going to have to go ahead and start that. Alright, it's been a minute and a half and it still hasn't lost any air. So that's going to be a pass for that one. Yeah, we're right at 2 minutes now and it hasn't lost barely any air. So now we're gonna perform one with the service brake on and the parking brake off. But we gotta air it back up. What you're gonna do is turn the parking brake off. And then you can put your foot on the brake, hold the brake down, and wait 2 minutes. So we'll go ahead and set a timer for that one. And this one can't lose more than 4 pounds of air either.
Where's getting that? He's over here cussing.
We're at a minute and a half now and it still hasn't lost any air, so this one's gonna be a pass too. Alright, that's 2 minutes, and we're still in the same spot as we were. The next one we're going to do is we're going to reapply the parking brake and test it like that too. should also be within 2 minutes. Yeah, we're at 2 minutes now and it still hasn't lost any air, so that one's good too. Alright, now we're going to be doing the one-way check valves, checking those. So what we're going to do is turn the truck back on. That's a low pressure warning. Whenever the air is under 60 psi, that's when it comes on, then it'll shut off as soon as it builds enough pressure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there and I'm going to drain the secondary air tank, and what should be happening is just the secondary should be the only one that's going down. If the primary tank's losing air along with it, then the check valves are bad in it. So I'm going to go down there and let the air loose. that's pretty much how you check the one-way check valves, and that's it for the inside testing of it. All right, so this last part is going to be just about the visual inspection. We're going to go around and pretty much spray everything with soap and water to make sure there's no leaks. First thing we're going to do is crank the truck back up and let it run, let the air pressure get built up in it. There's the low pressure warning light, warning beep. Pressure built back up. Go ahead and shut the truck off. Walk out and check all the fittings. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go around and spray the fittings on the cans. Alright, so there's no leaks on that one. Spray the ABS modulator. All the fittings on it. There's no leaks on that one. Usually what you do is you come down here and find your compressor and spray all the fittings and stuff on your compressor, but this one's pretty hard to get to. But there's some. We're gonna come to the back here. Again, spray the brake cans and the fittings. Those are good. These are fine. And also, you want to find your airbags, spray your airbags, and you can do the actual bags too. Make sure there's no pinholes or anything that's leaking down on it. Which any big leak would have shown on the leak down test. Spray the ABS modules back here. Come around and spray this airbag. And this brake can. What's on drum brakes? There's a hole with like a rubber cap on it, and these are disc brakes on this truck. But on the drum brake ones, you can take that little rubber cap off and spray inside of it. And check if there's any leaks there too. Yeah, spray this. Which these quick release valves, they're pretty they're connectors. They're pretty known to start leaking. So if you have one that's leaking, first thing you would do is pretty much take loose the hose out of the fitting. But you push this right here, take the hose loose, and you cut a little piece of the hose off, and make sure you still have enough room to put it back in, obviously. But cut a little piece of the hose off and stick it back in. If it stops leaking, then that was your problem. If it doesn't stop leaking, then you have to replace the connector, and I will just go ahead and cut the hose one more time. And that one's good. All these connectors are good. And then here's a leveler valve for the cab and the airbags on the cab. The airbag's good. Then you would check the dryer. All the connections on the dryer. These are looking pretty good. And if you really wanted to look at it a little bit harder, you would spray around these seams right here, around all of this, and that would show if there's any anything seeping in, like out from under it. Same goes for these. You spray all the connectors on the these air tanks, the primary and the secondary. Which I don't see any leaks on these. What you'd usually do too, what we usually do is go up under the cab, and there's hoses all up underneath there, and there's connectors all up underneath the cab, and you could just go under there and spray each one of those. All right, here's the other brake chamber. Spray that one. These ones are good. And the ABS module on this one. Spray the connectors on it and the seams. Make sure nothing's leaking on it. And that's how you would check the complete air system on the air brakes.